All right, we have a little rain right now and even more tomorrow. What's going on, Jason?
Oh, you know what? At some point in the season, Lena, especially coming out of winter, you remember like we were getting a lot more of those wrinkles in the forecast? We're trying to iron those out as we're getting more and more into the spring season. But as you saw in the earlier video this evening that we showed you on the 6th, it's still some wrinkles, some pretty hard wrinkles actually in the central plain states as we're now in the spring seasons and more active weather. And we have our little fair share of active weather coming tonight through early tomorrow. I want to start out by showing you regional temperatures right now where you can kind of see where the warm air is and where the colder air is set up as well. Behind the cold front back towards Kansas City and even Lincoln, Nebraska, they're now in the 50s and even some 40s back over towards the Twin Cities between Minneapolis and also St. Paul. Here's the frontal boundary right now, okay, is moving through Illinois, eventually moving through Indiana, and then we're going to be next. And that's likely going to happen late tomorrow afternoon heading in towards the evening. As it stands right now, we're still kind of dealing with this sort of frontal boundary, that warm front that we were talking about, just kind of locked in up towards the north right now, leading to some isolated showers in and around the area. We're on the sort of the leading edge, as I said before, with that frontal boundary expected for late tomorrow. So some of these outer bands are beginning to move through, and we're already beginning to see a bit of lightning flashes as well back over towards the west. Have a bit of a land breeze sticking around the area earlier today. We can see we still got some calm winds out towards the east, about a 5 to 10 mile per hour sustained wind right now along the coastline, but breezy well down towards the south near Mansfield at this hour. Still some warmer weather down there, but also some cooler air beginning to work in as well. 58 right now in Worcester. Rainfall accumulations will be a little bit more off the grid for tomorrow. Maybe a 1/10 of an inch for some, maybe a 1/2 inch for others, maybe isolated bouts a little bit more than a 1/2 inch as we make our way through the later part of our morning for tomorrow. So your National Design Bar hour by hour forecast around midnight, you're perhaps going to start to hear some rumbles out there. And I think we'll have pretty much of a broad line to begin with heading towards around 5, 6 a.m. for tomorrow. Still expecting warming conditions, okay, because the frontal boundary has not moved in yet. We will not have sort of a dramatic changeover with the front moving in like we would normally see for perhaps earlier in the spring and even in the winter months where you have some milder weather and then a hard freeze move on in. We're not expecting that. This is actually going to be a weak front that moves through. Around 7 a.m., some of our areas over towards the west will begin clearing out. We'll keep the cloud cover around for the most part for the first half of the day. In the afternoon, we could be working in a little bit more sunshine, but also some clusters of pop-up showers and perhaps even a rumble or two will still be around through the afternoon. I believe dinner time will be able to clear things out. Remember, as I said earlier today, low and then high and then low and then high. A high comes on Monday, but it is a brief high. And then once we get into Monday afternoon into the evening, perhaps I think dinner time will be nice. We increase the cloud cover late Monday, and then a wallop of rain moves back on Tuesday. We're keeping a close eye on Tuesday. Why? Because the Guardians come home on Tuesday as well. In the afternoon, likely widespread rainfall and even some rumbles are going to be likely, and that could extend through the evening hours on Tuesday for our Guardians. So again, we're going to keep a close eye on that. Here's that Union Home Mortgage at 7 day, okay? Tuesday, rain and rumbles. Clearing things out by Wednesday, low 60s. By Thursday, brief high returns. Another low comes in on Friday, still in the low 60s. Nick is back up next. Stick around.